Let's just see it.
See that right there? Had to build this bracket using a factory 283 starter bracket and some plate and some holes drilled and bolts, and see where the blocks broke right there, it cracked. The starter kept flexing and was binding up, and we JB welded and it broke right out, and everything else is the only thing we could do to fix it. And so we just tested it and it works. Finally, he was going to go race today, but they canceled the track. So now we got to get the header on, fire it up, and try to tune it, get it back to running normal again. But that starter has been a nightmare.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to fire it, get the timing set. We put a different distributor, MSD box. Well, actually it's old GM HEI ignition box, but they work really good. They're just like MSD. Got the timing tape on. Just, you know, sorting up all the mess from the last trip to the drag strip. Trying to get it to where she'll fire off every time and run smooth and no more hiccups, and run a 690. Yes, on motor. Or 7.0s or 710s, just something faster than 760.
Or faster than that.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? But yeah, so that's what we're doing. And it is cold. It's not as cold as it was yesterday, but it's cold.
Yeah, it feels pretty good today. Yesterday is cold.
Mm-hmm. And we also got a different alternator bracket we're going to put on, because we think this one might be flexing. See, there's no bracket right there.
Yeah, we had to cut it off for the other
for
intake.
the tunnel ram. So we're probably going to do that too here in a minute.
But first we're going to try to get running.
Yep.
Before I take that off.
Before he changes the oil. He's going to change the oil. We found some metal in the oil. Not a lot, but enough.
It's
and all the lash, all the lash was really, really loose on the cam. On all of them except about 4 on both sides. So we're going to fire it up so we can get it to idle and run normal, and then start checking other stuff. And change the oil, filter, all that. Dead rear end. Yeah. The Suburban was making god-awful noise.
Move your hand. See that? Molasses.
This cover ain't been off this rear end in, geez, probably, how many years you think?
It looks like pudding.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, where's some of that brake clean? Give me a can of that shit.
The rear end, when you rotate around, it goes blam, blam, blam. Here we are in the cold, in the rain, under Shabooboo.
What are we doing?
Aren't you taking the cross pin out?
I'm trying to get it down. But
It's got to fall out this way.
well, I know.
Stuff ain't been out of this thing in 15 years. Or longer. What? How much?
Push back on it, Dad.
Well,
Push back up.
what do you think? How much lash?
Let's see, half inch?
That's right at an inch.
Hold up.
125,000. Needs to be between 5 and 7.
I don't think it's 5 or 7.
You got a flathead down here, Dad.
But yeah, all the gas races is over until next spring.
Now we're doing just more race cars.
Yeah.
It should fall from that side that's on. You gotta take the wheels off the full axles out. See clips.
Oh, what's fucked up? There's something that's so much it's gone. I don't know what it is.
Benches and bearings.
I'm telling you, it's
At 45 mile an hour, this way just wow.
bam, bam, bam. My guess is the pinion that's worked loose, and the bearing that holds the pinion in is wore, slapped out, it's gone.
Push your wheel in there, just.
You can't. You have to take the wheels off.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
The wheels-
Because you got the backing plate in the way.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Mine never would.
Yeah, we couldn't get his out without taking the wheels off.
Yeah. You had to take my wheels off. Did you get it?
Yeah, there's one. Okay, what's your...
No.
Yeah, there you go. Wheels out. Amateur.
Did you get the C-clip?
Everybody got what work.
It's never worked for me.
Well, that's 'cause it ain't no
I've tried
Maserati
because
like
I tried to rush and change the mini spool out so I can get back down the road.
Yeah.
Might be something.
I think they're 5/8.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get out of here. We'll tune back. We'll
I
tune back
swear
in
to
here in a
God, the
minute.
teeth look like they're more like.
Yeah, there's really
Fucking,
bad.
they got like goddamn edges everywhere. They got like a on the front edge. It's got like a damn piece of sharp edge to cut hell out of. You did this kind of war. It's fucked up. We'll have to show you this shit. Wow. It's only made a racket for like 12 years.
That's good. Don't take it all the way out.
I wasn't. They're shining.
Ooh, God. God.
Yeah, that pinion gear's gone.
Jesus. There's a problem. He only had this fucking gone, baby.
Look at that, man. It looks like shark's teeth.
11 on the.
Look at that.
She still lived.
Man, that's crazy.
Alright, there's all kinds of metal in the motor, and the rockers were super loose the other day. So it's probably killed the cam. I'm gonna pull it out, see if we can find a roller set up and put a roller in it. See if we can get all the metal out of the block without pulling it out. I don't think we can, but we'll try. So now I'm pulling everything off to get to the cam. Yep, cam is gone. See these lifters? Look at that. See the jagged edges on them? Man, look at that. I don't know what did it. It wasn't good. Alright, changing out these valve springs. I got two of them swapped over. Bigger, stronger, heavy duty roller springs. Got the compressor. Hooked up with the line. I took one of these compression testers and modified it. See? Run it in there. It's working like crazy. I can't believe how well it worked. So that is awesome. I'm just gonna keep doing, do the rest of them. One side done. Took about 20 minutes. Old springs, new springs. Putting a roller cam. It ain't no crazy heavy duty roller. It's 525. It's 525 lift solid. Only got a 110 lobe separation. It's all we had laying around that we could stick in this thing, and it'll clear the rods. So that's what's most important. He could run a way more radical cam and get a whole lot more power out of it, but like I said, this is all we got laying around. So ordered a bronze gear, ordered a 373 for the Suburban. It'll be here Wednesday, and yeah, just trying to fix everything. But yeah, it's only like a 230, 240 duration. It ain't no crazy duration. It's a mild cam, but this motor, power band on it's 2,000, 6,000 on the cam, and it being a solid roller, I mean, it'll snap up there and it'll run good. But until we can figure out what cam actually clears everything in this motor, we're going to try to keep it, below 600 lift. So this will work for now. We'll do something else later, but we just need to get it back running and back to the track testing it again. So see what's what. It went a 760 with wiped out cam lobes and timing going crazy. So no telling what it might run on more. See if I can show you how I'm doing this. Take my line and I pinch it closed because I don't got a cut off. And I connect my air to it. Then I let it fill that cylinder slow. load spring. Grab the new spring. Go, and then after you let it out, tap it with a hammer to seat them. That's all you do. It's just one of these little cheap Harbor Freight compression tester kits, like 26 bucks. Just cut the end off of it and put a barb and a hose clamp, and you can run it into a regulator. I just did the regulator so I can make sure I got the correct PSI. 80 is what it's at now, and it works awesome. So that's just what you do right there. See that? Look at that.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but it did. This was loose, which I torqued these down, everything was good. Nothing touched, nothing hit. I don't know, it makes no sense to me.
But we're gonna pull it out and tear it back down. So, yeah. That's all we can do. Sucks, man. Alright, put the new gear in the Suburban. I put the new gear in, and then Colton tried to put the spool in. The spool didn't fit. Spent about 2 hours trying to make it fit, and then ended up putting the spider gears back in it. It'll work good in that 12 bolt. For some reason, it just wouldn't fit in the truck right. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah.
But now we got another spool for a 12 bolt. And we got plenty of 12 bolts, so we'll use it for something.
Everything we have is 12 bolt.
Yep. But it ain't exactly hot out here, and it's dark and just normal. Alright, now all we gotta do is put the fluid in it.
There's pigeon gear. Well, what once was a pigeon gear.
That's like over, God, probably 300,000 miles. You tell.
Many years of riding on that.
And it always whined.
Here's a ring gear. See the teeth, sharp, jagged. Here's your problem.
Remember, test it.
For the first time in history, the rear end's not whining. And he can actually run the speed limit. It's all tire noise. Yeah. It's like a normal truck.
Small victories. Oh yeah, I gotta get Rotella too. Yeah.
I set the lash at 7. It says 8 to 12, so I got it at 7, and I'm just leaving it there. That's me being lazy.
Well, we only had a certain amount of shims.
Yeah, I don't want to do it again.
Alright, come over here to Foxhard. Kerry Fox is letting us put the S10 in his garage to pull the motor and stuff out of it and rebuild it, because it gets dark at 5 o'clock now. Colton don't get off till 5 o'clock, but so Kerry Fox is kind enough to let us come over here and tear this thing apart and fix it. So once again, Kerry Fox saves the day.
Thank you, Kerry.
We'll be in the dry and in the warm, and most of all, we'll have lights. So, posted no trespassing. No trespassing down in Fox Hollow. Violators will be shot. Survivors shot again. All right, we're back over here at Fox Hollow. Kerry Fox and myself, let's come over here and use this building. And got the motor mounts loose, cross member out, fixing the yank this motor out here and tear it down and then rebuild it again. So, once again, special thanks to one old Kerry Fox. Like I said earlier, it gets dark at 5 o'clock now, it's winter time, it's cold, and he said, come on over, boys. So, I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir, anytime.
Make life a whole lot easier. All right, well, about an hour later and the motor's out. That ain't too bad a timing. How long did it take us to get, well, you weren't there, Colton. But that's awesome right there. She's out and we pull tranny off. We got to take the converter bolts loose too. Yeah. So probably should have jacked up the converter bolts loose before you pulled them off. But there it is. She's out and then we're going to tear the motor down. Probably not tonight, probably tomorrow. Sometime like that, but important parts is out.
Big gouging one.
Oh, don't say it. Just shut up. We're hoping the rods are all right. Can't wait to see what's in the bottom of the pan where the magnet is. Is there a lot of stuff on the magnet there? No. There's a lot of crap in it.
No, look too bad. I'm not really seeing.
What if the crank hit the can?
Seeing no any way. Chunks or anything?
Yeah, I don't see nothing. We rotated around and checked all the clearances. The clearances were good when we put the motor together. But I guess when that thing locked up and it kicked the cam forward and took the cam bolts loose, the cam walked. And when it walked forward, it hit something.
Well, brother, all this in here still looks pretty good.
I wish you could see the cam. I wish I'd have brought it. You could look and see the notches where it...
I don't see nothing.
Yeah.
All the pistons still look intact. Right down. Maybe something.
Well, we looked at the crank, looked at the rods, and nothing's hit nothing. And I, for the life of me, can't figure out how that's possible. Something hit somewhere because there's big gouges in that cam.
Yep.
Whether it walked forward and hit, I don't know. We'll just have to tear down in there some more and see. But she walked a lot and took some big chunks out of it. But important thing, rods are good, crank's good, everything's good. So tear it apart and make it better, more meaner.
Yeah. Make it more better.
Mo better.
More better.
Doing good till I can do better. Alright, I ain't got a cam bearing installer tool, so I'm making one. This is the cam coming out of the S10. It's completely shot. So busted, broke. I don't know how this happened, but it happened. Looks like maybe the cam slid forward, and because the cam bearings is real beat up, but I mean, they just don't make no sense. Rods is fine, everything's fine. But anyway, we'll figure that out when we pull the rest of the motor apart. But what you do is you cut the end off. It's hot, really hot. Ow. See, and then you take one of these, put over it on the other side. Oh, I cut the wrong end off. No, I didn't. No, we're good. Alright, take this, cut it off there. You take this, bolt it to it, cut around, and then you just grind it till it's a little smaller than the diameter of the cam bearings. Then you can weld this to a rod, and you can tap them in. So that's what I'm doing, just making one. Well, I figured out what happened. The lifters, the cam walked, and the lifters hit the other lobes. This is an actual thing that can happen if your cam bolts aren't tight, or if they come loose somehow, or something happens and the cam can walk without. And what happened was the cam walked and it hit the lifters because they're a perfect fit in the groove. So that look, walk, 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 bam.
So that's what happened. That's why none of the rods were hit. Cam walked and it walked into the other set of lifters. It's an actual common thing that could happen when something goes haywire. All right, Mr. Lloyd Applegate, they come down to see us at the Southeast Gas Race at Shady Side and sent us up here, but this is Mamaw's address you sent that to. That ain't our address. Mamaw's like, somebody come for you.
Yeah, we thought she was joking. I was like, huh? But anyway, she has these 3 cool skulls, little plastic skulls, Skull Garage and reels it gets on it. Thanks, guys, for keeping it real. Lloyd and Ron Applegate. Bless y'all's heart.
Oh, yes.
There they are on Bad Penny. Right there.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, put them on the reels it gets to make it real. See all the leaves that fall on Bad Penny?
Yeah.
Right here, the weather just like she said. There it is. That's real it gets up there. Just like that.
Merry Christmas.
There it is, official.
Hold on, let me take a picture. But yeah, we come out here to put that dad's axles and stuff in there. Memo said, you got a box? We're like, how can we get a box out here? Nobody has this address. And then it showed up. So,
Yeah. Cool.
but
Awesome.
yes, very awesome.
Thank y'all. That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah, very, very cool.
We'll keep them always right there.
We're putting the bulletproof axles in the black truck. So we got to go get a bearing for the carrier.
We'll put a little thing hanging. I'm gonna hang one of mine just to put one in his and put one in this truck.
I'm gonna put a thing in mine hanging off a bumper away. It's hanging there when you launch. Shaking that skull. Shaking that skull. Shaking that skull. Yeah.
Yeah, hang it about right there.
Yeah, shake that skull.
Bad ace right there.
I ain't got nothing hanging under.
Yeah, you do.
I ain't got no hitch or nothing.
Huh?
Look, Dad can put a piece of threaded rod on top of that with a T, and yours will hang right there in that spot and go
It's got
ring, ring, ring.
Look, it's got a little hole right there. You got to drill that.
See, it have a little T in it. It go.
I put it on like a little piece of chain.
Yeah.
Badass. Yeah. Yeah.
Put it on each one
I
of
could take 2 of them instead of being like a set of balls like all them boys do have a set of skulls.
them. Just dangling. Just dangling. That is too cool.
Thank y'all.
As it
That's the kind
gets.
of people we meet right there. Reels it gets people playing on people. Just
I like his handwriting too. It looks like tattoo script.
Official letter right there. Hand done. You can't buy that in the store. Little stuff like that means something right there.
Yeah, it does.
We'll put one in each car so at the first race 2018, come watch your skull.
Shake them down.
Shake 'em down.
We're gonna rattle them heads. Rattle them. Come down here and get these parts. We'll talk more on the camera on the way. Awesome. Real good.
What you doing over there? Hey. What you doing over there, Swallow?
All right, after about 2 hours of trying to find parts, going over there peeing, which is typical. After 2 hours finding parts, we finally got the right bearing, and now we got to press it on. All right, got the new Moser axles in, spool back in, lashes at 7 like it's supposed to be. And
Back alive, baby.
yeah, just gonna put the tires back on, set it back down on the ground. Should be toy run ready, December 2nd. See these ladder bars I broke off of 74 a long time ago. We're gonna put them on the truck.
Back on and you will. Yeah, I will.
Because the Widowmakers are shot.
Give it a little time to set a little bit.
Alright, Moser axles are in. She's back to her former self. Oh, cool.
You're not going to go back to the house?
One hit off.
I bet it's close enough for dirt.
Use the air tools. Makes it a whole lot quicker.
Yeah.
I think a spare either.
Alright, all the rods are out. Bearings. Didn't look too terrible. There's a couple that's a little. Yeah, so they've been metal flushed through this thing, but it didn't hurt the crank too bad. Just a couple little scratches here and there, like right there. But that ain't nothing. We'll run it.
Look at that bearing.
Oh yeah. I mean, think about it. Look how much metal went through this thing.
The stripper walked up to keep the cam said,
Yeah, the cam run into the lifters.
cam right out the lifters and pushed the tab out, the timing cover, and bent that out. You don't want that to happen.
Boom!
Broke all fucking junk.
I got it all cleaned up, flushed up. Got the old cam bearings out, got the new cam bearings in.
This is what they was doing.
Okay, so we've learned how to put cam bearings in. And they all go in. If the block is upside down, this is 12 o'clock. You want the cam bearing hole to be at 8 o'clock, which is about right there.
All but the front.
Yeah, all but the front. And we are learning how to do that. So you get your line here, turn it towards you a little bit. That's good. See that line on top? That's 12 o'clock. Yeah. Keep it going. Keep it going. You stink, boy. God almighty.
Don't fart during engine
He's
building.
done. Cole has been farting this whole time, and it's just sour, rank, nasty. And he feels no guilt. Why does it have to
When you
sniff
hit
this?
the end of that handle, it starts smelling like shit. I don't know what's wrong.
That's rotten metal.
Time he
That
uses
metal's
the handle,
rotten.
Don't go over next to that stove.
you know what I'm saying? It's that damn hammer when he hits
All right,
this, it
Dad.
stinks.
Enough.
The end of that hammer
Enough.
stinks.
God, potent, boy.
Like a fart.
Ugh. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Stop right there.
A little more.
Just a dab.
Dick hard.
But anyway, it creates a
Took us a little while to
wedge.
figure out the chem tool.
Yeah, that thing was a Rubik's Cube.
A little further.
Alright, go just a little more.
Looks like. You can see how far that one is in the hole. Look at this one.
Yeah, that one's to the left, just a touch there.
That's what we're doing. Over here, Fox Holler. I'm scared Fox. It's dark outside and cold. We're warm and in the light. Don't get much better than that.
Yeah, thanks, Carrie Fox. One more time.
Yeah, one and only.
More than welcome, boo.
Even if we do make a mess here, we go. Look at this mess.
I can see all of it.
Alright, crank's going in, new bearings are in.
None necessary.
Doing all the mains. And you put a little on the bearing on that one.
The only thing that I did
That's not enough.
was the wait time.
Alright, crank is in, mains are torqued. Gives a little rotation there, Colton. Ah, smooth as butter. Very nice. Alright, Cam will be here tomorrow, so we're going to finish her up tomorrow. Maybe get it finished. I got to change valve springs on the head and clean them up. Yeah, clean all the rods and the rings and all that. So, cool. Alright, we got all the pistons in. I meant to film it, but I was busy putting them in.
Yeah.
But you can see the last one here. There you go. Alright, go in. Getting close?
Got the bottom end all situated, got the oil pump on it, and got the oil pickup set based on the pan. And now we got the cam gear on the bottom for the crank, and he is lubing up the, make sure you put some on that drive gear too.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'll put it on everything.
Now he is lubing up his roller. I'll give you the specs, but it's top secret, I ain't telling. It's big enough, it ain't no monster, it's big. It'll sound nasty. It's exactly what this motor needed. It's big enough to where we're not going with a dual plane anymore, we're going with a single plane and a big carburetor. That's how big it is. Oh yeah. Here it goes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Should make a nice little lippity. This has got enough overlap. Sound real good. Rub it, Colton. Rub it, yeah. Get in there. Lube that shaft. You're doing it like a professional. Up and down. Is this your first time? Once it's in, don't pull it back out.
You need me to do it again?
All right, take 2. All right, cam's in, timing chain's on, bouncer's on. I meant to film it, but we talking and everything else. So. But it's all in there, so we got good play, about 5 to 6 thousandths play on the cam walk forward before it bottoms out, so it should be good. So it's all set. Just flip it over, put the pan on it, and finish the rest up tomorrow. All right, well, the pan's on, timer cover's on, balancer's on, whole bottom end's together, cam's in, flip it over, drop the lifters in it, and we'll put the heads and stuff on tomorrow and throw the intake on it. Then paint, then hook it to the transmission, drop it in the truck, then put the water pump, alternator, all that, radiator back in, all that stuff, and then put the bronze gear on the distributor, drop the distributor in, check the timing, and boom, make a little racket. Hopefully.
Absolutely.
So we ain't got to wait on no more parts, so we ain't got to go pick up nothing else from the parts store, so we'll be able to come straight over here when we get off tomorrow.
Yeah.
If that's all right with Mr. Fox.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But after we get this pan buttoned up all the way, that's a wrap. We're done for tonight. So awesome. I got the new valve springs put on the heads and everything, so we're good to go. Heads are on, torque down. Now we're putting the rockers on. We're going to run through it and set the lash on everything. Then put the intake on it. And then we'll put the flywheel on. The lash, and most of the time when you go with a small base circle cam, which we had to do with this one, you have to get longer push rods. And these are, it needs 0.100 longer push rod, which we don't have in stock, so we're just going to wait to set the lash and just go ahead and get it. Put the valve covers on, paint it, and get it ready to hook up to the tranny, and that way we can just stick it all in there. Then when the push rods show up, put the push rods in and put the intake on. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to do. Throw some valve covers on, throw some paint on it, and call it for tonight.
Yep. And tomorrow she'll be in.
Yep. So, cool. All right, here it is, Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Not too long, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna swap it with stop.
Got the transmission on it, motor's all put together, just waiting on push rods, so we're gonna go ahead and stick the motor and stuff down in the S10. With the water pump, radiator, header, starter, just all the typical normal stuff. Put it all in there. Have it ready when the push rods show up, fired up. Oh yeah. Alright, got the motor in, tranny in, crossmember in, motor mounts in, spark plugs in, headers on. Now we're putting the intake on it. I mean, it's probably past 10 o'clock now, or 9 something.
It's just 9.
We'll see how far we can get.
Yeah.
I may end up waiting on the radiator and water pump and stuff, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, so it's back in there.
Oh yeah.
You can tell which one of us was under the truck. I let Colton do that.
Yeah.
He's more agile. Alright, everything's on, carburetor's on. We're gonna call it there for tonight and push it back out and get some more silicone and some more of this stuff and wait for some push rods. Oh yeah. We can go get something to eat. Little fat boy hungry. But it is in there. So won't be long, we'll be making some racket. Alright, here it is Saturday. Saturday after Thanksgiving. We come back out here, we got the water pump on, alternator on, lashes set, new push rods are in, motor's primed. So now we're just, what? I got it out here. Yeah, they're all set.
You got the water in it.
I put water in it and drop a distributor in it, put the plug wires on it. It takes some blue ones.
Yeah.
Alright, there it is.
Yep.
Now see if we can make racket.
Make it.
Over here, a Fox Holler, a skull motor is born.
Go, baby.
You need to tighten the spring on the carburetor because when it goes back down, it'll drop below 20 and then it'll advance past 20 to about 24, 25. I think it needs a little more initial timing and turn the idle down a little bit because it's still not quite. That cam and stuff may need more timing than what the old one needed.
Really?
See if you can bust that loose. Because I was trying to do it and hold the light and everything at the same time. Couldn't get it. Couldn't make it happen. I'll make it too loose.
That'll be enough.
Yeah, that'll do. Alright, Colton, see for the fire. Needs a bigger carburetor on it now.
It might need a little more
It needs a big
carburetor.
one.
Yeah.
That, and I mean, you can see just barely touching it. It's not. It needs more.
It sounds good.
It's
Still,
got that big plenum and stuff on it. I mean, that open plenum and stuff on it now.
it's snappy.
Put the 800 on it.
They'll put 800 or 850 or something like that on it.
Snappy.
Going out of the house.
I got an 800 at the house.
Well, you can jet that one up.
That's jetted. It's 85 primary, 90 secondary
Oh, well.
with blocked off power valve.
Now time for some bigger holes, I guess.
Oh.
Sounds all right, though.
Yeah, right there. It's
Where's the temperature? 150 yet?
140.
140's run 22 minutes.
yeah, something awesome.
Ever see a 400 do that?
406
Or 406 with aluminum heads ever do that? I
It's
ain't.
them fender well headers, and that fan and that electrical fan. It's
Yeah,
just
got the cooling system rocking.
and we need to run the valves again. Check in, but it'll run to put on the trailer.
I'll check the oil again.
See, this one acts now like the old motor did with the little 650 on it. Remember when I put the bigger carburetor on it? It was like, bow, bow.
Yeah.
This one's,
So you got an 800?
I got an 800, but it needs something bigger than that. It needs like a 900 or something like that, I'd assume. That's a lot of compression.
I know, it's a lot of damn motor.
And putting that plenum and stuff, that intake on it, that single plane, she's just able just, all right, there's a break-in. Rebuilt, all thanks to Mr. Kerry Fox.
Thanks, Kerry Fox.
You boys, y'all the ones that done it, son. Y'all, you boys.
Yeah, but we wouldn't have got it done that fast. We wouldn't have been doing it.
You're welcome.
He lets us come over here and hang out with him, use his property.
I will.
Yeah.
Skull on the road.
I think it's awesome.
Hey, we started out in the garage, wound up back here in the dirt again.
Broken in
It's
every
our
motor. in the dirt.
destiny, yep.
That distributor is probably going to need stiffer advance springs on it too.
Yeah.
Because they come up real quick. And as it's sitting there idling, it wants to try to advance a little bit. So, because I had put the soft ones in for my 302 when I had that distributor in it. But this one, it needs a little stiffer spring.
Okay, more to come. There she goes. She's going out just like she came in.
Well, no, not just like Shaman. It actually runs now. Yeah, we're tugging it out with the old mule, the old shaboom boom. Because this Duramax ain't 4-wheel drive. And this driveway is steep. Alright, well there she goes, going out. We're debating whether to take it to the drag strip tomorrow or not. Probably will. We're supposed to do an interview with the Freebird. But race truck. Yeah, race truck. Said the old Suburban boom, she's a mule. That thing had a, if that thing had a built motor in it, it would go anywhere, I guarantee you.
Yeah, it'd pull anything.
And now the Duramax won't start. This is our life, people. Fix S10, the Duramax quits.